What's up, everybody? Welcome to this very, I guess you could call this emergency special, I don't know what you would call it, edition of the A-List, where I take a look at some of the biggest news from around the world of professional wrestling, and two big stories to report on for right now, one of which was breaking within the last hour or two, the other which was breaking within the last couple of days. The sad news is they're both involving retirements. So first and foremost, getting to the piece, we'll save the big piece for a few minutes from now, but the first piece of news is that Mark Henry has apparently been reported, according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it's been reported that Mark Henry has finally officially hung up his boots. No, this is not a spoof like he tried to do back in 2012, something like that, when he retired when Cena was around. No, I think it was like 2013. Anyways, so Mark Henry has officially hung up his boots for the wrestling business, and obviously it's not really that much of a surprise that he has, because first of all, he's 46 bloody years old, which makes him a damn ridiculous amount of years against him. Second of all, his in-ring work has been slightly deteriorating over the last couple of years, ever since his amazing run back in the early 2010s. He's kind of floundered on the main roster since about 2014 or 2015, since about WrestleMania 30 or 31, and just hasn't been that much of a main staple on WWE TV as of recent. So basically he put out something where last July he had said that his in-ring career was slowly coming to an end. He didn't really know when it was or whatever, but it seemed like it was going to be pretty imminent, and it was reported within the last 2 or 3 days that Mark had finally decided to hang up the boots for good. And this, like I said, should come as no surprise, but Mark is a damn legend in the industry. He is a former one-time World Heavyweight Champion, winning that championship from Randy Orton back at Night of Champions in 2011. He is also a former ECW World Champion, winning that championship around 2008. He is also a former European Champion as well, most likely as part of the Nation of Domination, which was another staple of his run. He was a big factor in the Ruthless Aggression era from about 2002 to 2007-ish, I want to say. He was seriously involved in major angles, even had a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania at one point. It was pretty amazing. He's had a pretty amazing run. Obviously, his greatest work came around the early 2010s when he finally broke out and won that first World Championship. And then that really weird feud with the Big Show, and then Daniel Bryan gets involved, and then everything just sort of fell apart from there. Then he kind of got into another feud with Cena about a year or so later, after that fake retirement speech that literally looked legit. But yeah, it's pretty sad to see him go, I mean, quite honestly. But of course, he was involved in maybe 3 or 4 matches in total last year, counting the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania's Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal as 2 of those bigger matches. But the bigger piece of news that's been developing within the last hour or two, it was first reported via Bleacher Report, and then reported by, I believe, Dave Meltzer again, and then again by Adam Pacitti of Cultaholic on YouTube within the last hour, that on December 28th, at a house show in Nassau Coliseum, Paige was involved in a 6-woman tag team match, where apparently something happened and she ended up getting hurt after Sasha Banks kicked her in the back and she wasn't ready for it. She fell face down. The ref stripped X symbol signifying something bad had happened. A stretcher was brought out, but Paige reportedly walked out under her own power. Eventually, as of today, apparently WWE medical personnel, among other people, have apparently told her that her in-ring career is unfortunately at an end, which is astonishing when you think about it, because she's only, 25? It's shocking because Paige has been such a mainstay on the main roster and in NXT for the last 5 years. Not only did she become NXT Women's Champion at one point, but on the night after WrestleMania 29 in 2013, she ended AJ Lee's record-breaking 295-day reign as Divas Champion to become the youngest Divas Champion in WWE history, winning it on her first night on Monday Night Raw. Then, of course, those two went into a little bit of a rivalry, then a frivalry, and then that was all weird. But last couple years have been really tough on her with a lot of personal issues and things like that, such as the incidents with Alberto El Patron the last couple of months, and being sidelined from the WWE with an injury for the last year plus. She finally ended up returning back last year around November, December, and ended up forming the stable known as Absolution alongside NXT call-ups Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Just a couple days ago, after her injury took place, Paige was announced to be part of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. And now that she's retired, I mean, what's going to happen now? That's just opened up another spot in the Women's Royal Rumble and put WWE into further of a bind to try to figure out something to do with that. The other question is, what's going to happen with Absolution now that Paige can't wrestle? I mean, are they still going to be on TV, and is Paige just going to be their mentor, or are they just going to disband quietly, or like what's going to happen? Like, nobody really knows what's going on with that, and I certainly don't know, but it's pretty sad that Paige has had to retire because, like I said, within her last 5 years of the company, she's done so much, and it's very sad to see her have to hang up her boots at such a very, very, very childlike age. But, I mean, she's got her whole life ahead of her. Like, she's just about 5 or 6 years older than I am, and I still have my whole life ahead of me. So it's insane to think that Paige is retired from the industry after just such a short in-ring career. But, I mean, it's probably for the best. They told Edge to retire when he wasn't really ready, and that kind of took everybody by surprise. And he was world champion at the time when he retired, so that was even bigger news. But this kind of puts WWE in a situation where they have to figure out some way to fill the void in the Royal Rumble that Paige has now opened up, and who knows what they're going to do with her on TV now. They may keep her as a manager and just have her be the cheerleader of Absolution with Sonya and Mandy, but I don't know how that's really going to work if she can't really compete. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this stuff plays out within the next couple of weeks. Obviously, we'll have to wait until Monday on Raw to find out anything, and it's amazing because now we're only less than a week, just over a week away from Raw 25. Oh my God, it's a mess. It's a big mess. So obviously that frees up another spot for the Women's Royal Rumble. Who do you think could take Paige's place? I mean, there's so many different names being thrown out there for the Women's Royal Rumble match, and for stars of yesteryear to come back and make a one-off appearance or possibly even come back with a company. It was even rumored that potentially Karma could even come back, aka Awesome Kong from TNA. I friggin' love her, so I'd love to see her back in the ring in WWE, but it's gonna be a hornet's nest to try to figure out what exactly is gonna happen the next couple weeks leading up to the Rumble. Are we gonna get some of the surprise entrants on Raw for Raw 25, and are they gonna declare then, or are we gonna just have all the surprises wait until the Rumble comes? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I really don't know what's gonna happen. I can't wait to find out, and it's gonna be interesting. But that pretty much does it for that. Just a quick little news update that I thought I'd shoot out there. I'll post this as soon as I can, then see if I can work on any of the other videos I'm still behind on. I know, it's amazing, but this sickness has not been helping me, and I've been dealing with this for the last week or so. So this isn't really helping, but yeah, just thought I'd throw this out there. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, Paige is retired, Mark Henry's retired. Big Show's probably next, then maybe Lesnar. Oh my lord. This could be a long, long, long 2018 if it's starting out like this. This could be a long year for all of us. This is Xander Vega, signing off. Bye.